I done saved lives. I done had people come in my shop. I'm talking about mean mugging, ice grilling. I'm talking about like they was ready to do something to somebody. I cut them up, spin them around in that chair. Bro, I'm about to get some food. I'm about to hit up some females. Like, to change a person's perspective of the day.
You just graduated college. Your 5 videos in on YouTube. You on your mom's porch talking to the camera. And you telling the camera exactly what you about to bring to YouTube.
Today is gonna be a video about what I'm bringing for the future.
Basio was doing voiceovers. Jeezy was doing voiceovers. All these other guys was doing voiceovers. What separated me? My beat selection is better. My commentation is better. I think naturally I have a better voice than both of them. It's like superstars are born, they're not built. You can't make somebody something they not. I've made Dr. Salary on YouTube.
If you could give a piece of advice to the younger version of yourself, what would it be?
I'm not ready to share something with the world that I'm just still processing at 30 years old right now.
When I think of Get Beam, right, the first thing that comes to mind is unshakable confidence. What makes you so confident?
What makes me confident? I'm only thinking about what makes me confident is because there's so many things that I believe make me confident. I believe it's where I come from. I believe it's the structure of my family. I believe it's things that, you know, my granddad instilled in us from the beginning, that like you are what people see. You get what I'm saying? And people gonna have their own perception of you regardless. Whether you tall, skinny, fat, short. Confidence come with how you walk it, how you talk it, who you are. Once people have those conversations with you. So it's just simple for me. Just where I'm from, where I'm raised, what I've been through that allows me to be quote unquote confident, if that's what you would say.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot. I've been through a lot, but I persevered through everything. And I think that's why you can hear confidence when I speak a lot.
Dope. So I watched a YouTube video of yours, and I believe it was when you dropped your first song publicly and plugged it on YouTube.
Yeah.
And you were talking about how haircut wise, locked, confident, unshakable, right? But when it came to music, you were not as confident because you didn't know what to expect of people's reactions, right? So
Yeah.
I guess my question would be, what is the difference between the confidence you have in barbering and the confidence, at least in that moment, that you lacked in your music?
I think the difference between the confidence of those two is barbering, there's reps there, there's roles, there's shows, there's unlimited amount of YouTube videos, whether they went on YouTube or got deleted because the haircuts was trash or mess ups. It's so many trials and tribulations that I went through with barbering to be as confident as I can be when I'm either educating on stage or just at an event, simple compared to music. So knowing that this persona of Beam, like knowing this persona of him comes from barbering, comes from precision, comes from knowing mathematics, simple analogies that can help you elevate your game and be as symmetrical as possible in this game. I created a system that made this persona so confident in music, trying to jump into music or do music, knowing that I got big or built my name off something else. What stops it from being 100% confident as much as barbering is not knowing if those that follow you for barbering will see the same vision for your music. So it's that second chance doubt because I haven't had as many reps in the studio. I haven't had as many reps as creating songs or finding cadences or, you know, developing who I am behind that. And also it's a different personification. The barber behind the chair is not the music artist. Those are two different people. You get what I'm saying? So it's like understanding and knowing without having like split personality disorder. That's basically what it is. You have different personifications of yourself. Like if I'm doing business, I'm Amoriel Bennett from Chicago, Illinois. If I'm on YouTube, you know me as Get Bing. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When I'm doing music, that's a whole different personification. So I'm just developing different character traits per division or per vertical that I'm in and trying to do it at the level that I did just barbering it. Like I'm already here with barbering. So I don't want to feel like I'm here with music and trying to climb my way up the ranks. I'm trying to seamlessly transition this high vertical to this one right here, even though that I just started. So that's pretty much why the confidence isn't the same. I don't have as many reps. I haven't done it as much. I haven't bumped my head a lot of times in music, and always wondering if people know me for barbering. So I know it's gonna be a lot of people that keep me in a box in terms of you should only stick to barbering. Not so much of a negative way, but it's like I know you from barbering, so I don't expect or don't believe you would do music.
Yeah.
And they only see one way for me. So you get what I'm saying? That's
I
where
do.
the confidence is. It's not shot, but that's where the confidence is, like kind of gunshot. Like I can fire it, but I'm scared to fire it because I don't know if it's gonna project the same like barbering and YouTube videos.
No, I get that, and I wouldn't even say it's like a different person,
Yeah.
right? Because you just show up. You show up a little differently in different rooms. Like when you hang out with your mom and when you hang out with your boys, there's just certain parts of you that are highlighted. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when it comes to music, maybe a big part of that would be because it's more personal.
Yeah.
When you do a haircut, it's a haircut. It's detached from who you are. Music, you know, it comes from your mind, your experiences, your story,
Yeah.
all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
If someone lacks confidence, how can they build that up?
It's as simple to me. If you lack confidence in anything that you do, it's reps. Like I said, it's reps. Because your confidence can take like, it could take a hit in multiple ways. It could take a hit whether if you're susceptible to negative feedback, you get what I'm saying? Like if you go down and you was to post an Instagram reel, video, picture, whatever it is right now, we understand by having the numbers that we have now that I'm gonna have way more good than bad. But anytime somebody start off, it's the unknown.
Yeah.
So like when I started on YouTube, I'm talking about 8, 9 years ago, maybe 10. I'm not 100% sure. I've been doing it so long. When I started it, I have 2 or 3 good comments, but 10 to 15 bad comments because I was showing things in the game that people wouldn't show. I was showing color at that time. Like I would see haircuts look better in the thumbnail than they did in the actual video. And this is from everybody that I was watching competition-wise, everybody that was before me. And then once I started to see what people were doing and not incorporating it in their videos, I just decided to put it out and put the game out. So that's pretty much my answer right there, bro. Like it's reps. It's reps. Like if you don't get the reps and if you're not headstrong, then you're not gonna have confidence.
Yeah.
Because if you can see one negative comments when you have 1,000 good ones and that one negative one get under your skin, you got to go back to the drawing board. You got to go back to the drawing board. It's things like that that let people know if you built for the big moments. Because if that one small comment, that one small negative piece can block you from seeing 1,000 good ones, you focus on the wrong thing.
Oh, that's fire. That's a great answer. So do you think your Chicago background, how you grew up, really shaped the way you live your life?
To say that the way that I, you know, where I come from, do it shape the way that I live my life? I would say yeah, in certain aspects. Those certain aspects is just being very respectful, greeting men, always being respectful to women, being respectful to children, things of that nature. So like there's a way that I carry myself because I don't want to just say that Chicago is a ruthless city, but the things that I seen in Chicago growing up throughout the time frame, it was partially ruthless, but it's still good people in Chicago, good families in Chicago. Like you get a good part and a bad part per city. Like I hate when people do oh, I'm from Chicago or I'm from LA or I'm from Baltimore or whatever. Like every place has a good place, every place has a bad place. You get what I'm saying? So like it's not only Chicago that's gonna experience the worst, it's just the fact that when the drill scene, the music entered the game, y'all watched them globalize Chicago and globalize the negative things that made people think Chicago was a bad place. So yeah, it's a lot of things that I seen, good, bad. It's a lot of things that I experienced, good or bad, that make me walk life the way that I walk it now.
Did you grow up around like the culture that drill music portrays? Did you grow up around that directly?
Yeah, I grew up around drill music. Like my brother died in Chicago in 2017. He was mistaken for somebody else. So it's like when you a part of it and you doing something great. 2017, I was in college. That's the year that I graduated. I graduated college. I graduated college December 15th, 2017. No, not 2000. Yeah, 2017. So it wasn't 2017 he died. He died February 5th, 2018. So it was like 2 or 3 months later after that or whatever. But growing up in that, like a lot of my big cousins kept me away from the things that they was doing. In terms of drug dealing, I was always one of the smarter ones. I was the one that was gonna go to college. I had a full ride going to Indiana State University.
Wow.
Got my degree in electronics engineering. I minored in computer engineering, and it was just something that I was good with. Always was good with math. Always was good with science. So it's definitely, like I'm saying, those things that I seen in Chicago that shaped me into the person that I am. You know, to walk the life that I walk. It's
Yeah.
pain, it's trauma. You know, it's success. It's hunger. It's the trenches that build people the way that they are. When you hear trenches in music, you think it's like it's super gutter, but these super small communities are communities of people that have nothing, that still learn how to survive, that still learn how to thrive day in day, going through their traumas. So
Yeah.
that's what it is for me.
What do you think it is that instead of replicating the environment you grew up in, you chose to use it? You chose to not partake in it. Like, what do you think it is? What mindset did you have?
The mindset that I have is not seeing one person that make it. So some people could think that making it is being this celebrity, this superstar, this super big millionaire. And I aspire to be some of those things at the end of my journey, but it's just simply making it out. I'm talking about D1 material, basketball, football turned into cokeheads. I've seen somebody simply just being a teenager influenced to do drugs, and one hit of a lace blunt turn somebody into a walking vegetable. So I've seen those things happen before. I'm talking about D1 quarterbacks and D1 basketball players that didn't make it out the hood. And you just get used to seeing that same cycle over from being young to seeing the popular guys in school. Then it almost hits you because it's like it's not to make fun of that person, but you remember when 50 Cent was hot and he had that line of "Damn homie, in high school you was the man, homie." F happened to you. Like we see that every day, to where somebody can be the most popular person, elementary, middle school, high school. They either don't make it because they lose their life, be like working their way up to be a grown up. They either make it's either jail. You either become a part of the streets where these D1 players, like I was telling you, became cokeheads. Like it's so much of that, and nobody in my family graduated college. Everybody, the highest degree was a high school diploma. So wanting to be the first to do that, being very competitive at nature, and just feeling like I was better than everybody. Outside of not just saying that like I'm better than you, like big me, little you, but knowing that I could actually do it. So I think that's a big reason that made me go and not be a part of the streets, and I just seen the same repeated cycles over. And I just started to notice, like my granddad told me, like if you do the same thing and you're not getting the result that you want, you got to change up everything that you're doing. You see people doing the same thing. They good at something, or maybe the guy might be handsome, or maybe the girl might be beautiful, and that's they hand all the way up to elementary, to middle school, to high school, and then you can't play those cards no more once reality hit. So it's like, it's damn, like, I'm not gonna lie to you, like, now that I'm thinking about it, because I don't have these type of conversations with people. Like, I don't even talk about the city of Chicago to people. I don't talk about it in my YouTube videos. Like I said, I experienced a lot, whether it was good, whether it was bad, whether it's pain, whether it's trauma. That's not something that I want to talk about, because it's not that I'm not proud of where I'm from, but my journey ain't finished yet. And you know what I'm saying? I'm writing my book as I go. So like, with my journey not being finished, it's not something that I even want to speak on, because I feel like it's very few that come out of there. And I feel like if I'm speaking about it, and I'm speaking about coming from Chicago, sometimes it look like big-headed to those that come from the same place that I come from. So for me, it's always, humility, being humble, keep rolling with the punches, and, still proving myself to this day.
You shared a quote in one of your videos that you said your dad taught you, and it was how great is a man if he can't make another great man?
Yeah.
Right? How big of a role did your dad or your mother, your parents collectively
Yeah.
play in you, you know, growing up?
I think they played the biggest.
This picture's cut off.
Oh
But,
yeah, this me and my
yeah.
mom. This me and my mom. So yeah, this my number one right here. This is my first lady. This is the first woman in my life that I fell in love with, if that's what you would call it. This is my first lady. This is the one that helped me become the person that I am. This is the person that helped me structure the way that I talk, how I greet people. And my dad is a person that helped me with how I'm disciplined in terms of when it comes to work, when it comes to locking in, how to take myself to the next level. I can be goofy, lazy, all the way up until the point, but when those moments come, like on stage, like I'll be chilling at majority of the shows, and like Dre might tell me or Sean might be like, bro, you being lazy as hell right now. Okay, cool. But when I get on stage, I just know how to cut the switch on. It's like I was programmed to cut the switch on. So
Yeah.
when I look at pictures like this was my 27th birthday. I was born September 27th, 1994. So this was my golden birthday, which is why we got the gold and black
Yeah.
on. We matching each other. We went to Vegas for this birthday. First LV Expo.
Oh wow, she went to that with you.
Yeah, she went to that with me. My
So-
mom, this my number one supporter. She bought my first pair of clippers, everything. Like
Yeah.
when my dad was cutting hair, I was 9, 10. He didn't trust me with a pair of clippers. He didn't trust me with I wanted to use a straight razor at 9 years old. And my dad was telling me, no, like I'm gonna teach you, My mom went the next day, and I remember they got into a big fight about it. She went the next day. She bought me the Andis Stylana 2, the black ones, the ones that were super loud. She bought me a pair of Andis Masters, a pair of Wall Seniors, and a straight razor, a Diane straight razor. She bought me the day after that, and I remember they argued. I didn't even get a Christmas gift because he felt like she spent all the money on me. You get what I'm saying?
So when she went to that LV Barber Expo with you and she saw the response from people who saw you and were like starstruck, really,
yeah.
like what was her reaction to that?
Man, I wish I could like literally call my mom right now. She just recently got out the hospital. But what makes it dope is my mom she don't say much about those moments. And the reason she don't say much about them, because if you ask her, I was her superstar from the beginning. My mom had me at 16. And she told me, like, when you was 3 years old, I would be holding your hand and you just dribbling the basketball with the other hand, like not losing the ball. 4 years old, we threw you on a bike, took training wheels off the bike, and we walked in the house to go get water. This when we lived in Minnesota, St. Paul. She said, we look out the window and you riding the bike. Like, we don't know how you was doing it. She told me, like, bro, I swear for God, right hand to God, she told me, like, you always been my superstar. Like, I'm never surprised or shocked at anything that you do in life just because you always just done it. So when I hear stuff like that, like, it feel good, but I be still feeling like, man, I ain't no damn superstar. I got a lot more to go. But to her, like, I've always been her superstar.
Man, a lot of that confidence came from your mom. I could hear it when you talk.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
beautiful, bro.
Definitely.
That is beautiful.
It's my first lady.
Go ahead.
No, I'm saying it's my first lady. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know how a lot of other people feel about their moms, and but me and my mom, like, her having me at 16, it's like I grew up with my mom. You get what I'm saying? I didn't know she was like, young at the time because when you a kid, you just a kid. That's just your mom. But 30-year-old version of me now, not knowing, like, damn, like, I was one of my mom's best friends.
Yeah.
It's not a way that I would ever want, like, me to have kids. I wouldn't want to have kids early. I wouldn't want to do none of that just because, like, I want to just be secure in what I'm doing. But she said it was always the best decision because I grew up with it. That's why we understand each other so much. Talk to my mom 3-4 hours a day. Like, if I'm just chilling, if I'm, like, playing a game or something, or I'm cutting hair or something, I just have her on FaceTime and we just chopping it up. Like, my mom is my best friend.
Dude, that's
You know what I'm saying?
awesome. That's awesome. It is weird because as I got older, like, when you're young, like, there's some things that your parents do that you get frustrated with, right?
Yeah.
But when you get older and you look back, there's like this empathy that you get because you're like, dang, this is your first time doing life too.
Yeah.
And you figuring it out while you raising me.
Yeah.
So, like, I remember when I had that shift and then I looked at my mom and I even looked at my dad who wasn't in my life, you know what I'm saying, just due to things he did, he gets locked up.
Yeah.
And there's like a certain level of empathy that you have because you're like, dang, this is your first time doing it too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's so awesome. I admire that relationship because I love my mom as well.
Yeah, no, that's dope.
So you mentioned your mom bought you your first rate. Was your dad a barber?
Yeah, my dad wasn't like a professional barber, but my dad was like that neighborhood barber. I'm talking about the guy that cuts the whole neighborhood. So when we was living in Indiana, we was living in Hammond, Indiana, and when they bought our first house, we had like a real big porch. So like we had a front porch and a back porch. He built the back porch like a barber shop, barber chairs.
Yeah.
I remember his lineup like it's nothing. Asta 76, he had every detachable blade. Asta Fast Fees, Wall Senior, Wall Detailer, Gray Andis T liner. That's his top 5. No straight razor. Like I'm talking about one of them old barbers, alcohol, brush comb, and those clippers
Yeah.
and those guards. And he used to go. I'm talking about all day long. He used to go. Cut me and my friends' hair, my cousins' hair, anybody on the block. When we threw block parties, that was part of his contribution. He was either on the grill or he was cutting hair,
Yeah.
giving back to the community. And that's what we did like yearly. That was
Yeah.
an annual thing. So I used to sit there and watch him sweep up hair. I'm talking about I'm 7, 8, 9 years old. This is my second, third grade year in elementary. I'm sweeping, I'm mopping up not mopping up, but sweeping just basically the areas that he was cutting, and just watching how people would hop out the chairs and they yeah, man, I
Yeah.
look good and this and this. And I fell in love with that before I cut one strand of hair, the ability to grow confidence in a human based on the service you provide for them.
Did you know you wanted to cut hair then?
No,
Or you just love the.
I just
did.
love the reaction that the clients was giving. And I'm like, damn, to instill confidence in a person off of service, it could have been anything. It could have been, you know what I'm saying? It could have been barbering. It could have been, I don't know, butchering meats for people. It could have been setting people entertainment system up. Anytime you do a service for somebody and to get a reaction like that, I thought was dope. But because I seen it on another level, like I've seen people put electronics up and somebody like, oh man, this dope.
Yeah.
And nothing like doing a haircut. And the person they had a haircut, the minute they got a haircut and they look in that mirror,
Some people be ready to tear up.
Bro, I done saved lives. I talk to Dre about it all the time. I done had people come in my shop. I'm talking about mean mugging, ice grilling. I'm talking about like they was ready to do something to somebody. Before I left Chicago, I cut them up, spin them around in that chair. Bro, I'm about to get some food. I'm about to hit up some females. Like, to change a person's perspective of the day. Like, at that point, in a treacherous city like that, I feel like I was saving lives. Not only just the person that could have potentially did something bad, but the person that I didn't even know that they wanted to do something bad to.
100.
Because I changed their whole perspective that day. Turn around, they look in that mirror, bro, and they want to be somebody else. They want to be a superstar. They want to look good. They want to go have fun. It completely changes the day. So I think it was just the reactions. Those reactions, I honestly feel like being a kid, I never seen those reactions unless my dad was cutting hair. So that's how I knew for a fact out the gate, if I was going to do anything, I was going to be a barber.
Dude, I love when people are able to talk about what they do with like passion and conviction. Yeah. So like when I hear that, it like reinforces my love for barbering, man.
Yeah.
For real, it does.
Yeah.
So how old were you when you because obviously you fell in love with what barbering could do, but how old were you when you realized like this is going to be my way?
This is going to be my way. I was 12. So 9 years old, I put my hands on my first pair of clippers. Oh man, this is high school right here. This is not high school. This is middle school. This is 8th grade. This is 8th grade. So I was
no mustache beam.
No mustache beam. But like for those who can't see this picture, if Dre put this picture up in the video, oh man, bro. I was cutting because so like you see the fire extinguisher, you see the scheduling in the back. My mom ran a daycare majority of my younger life, but the daycare was through the house. Some of the daycare kids didn't have haircuts. That's how I was getting reps. I was cutting my brother, I was cutting my cousins, and this was a daycare kid right here. This was a daycare kid. So it's like, to see moments like this is crazy as hell because I haven't seen these pictures in so long to where it's like, bruh, I was just getting out of wrestling practice. I was wrestling for Eggers Middle School. Wrestling used to be one of my favorite sports.
Yeah.
I got out of wrestling practice, and the first thing I did, like, my mom asked me to cut his hair, so I just cut his hair. I put a design part in there and everything for his picture day.
Were you good at this time?
No, I wasn't good at that. I sucked. I sucked, but I was good enough for you to see a haircut. Like I said, if I started at 9, 12, like 12, I was like, I didn't get good, bro, until I was maybe like 16, 17. Because at this time, I couldn't break down how to do a fade. Like some fades would come out okay, some fades would be super choppy. Like I didn't understand why I couldn't create transition at 14 years old. But that's because I didn't understand how to fade.
Gotcha.
But when it came to line work, doing a design or a lineup,
It was crispy.
it wasn't like overly crispy, but I could do you a quick little 90-degree box out. Like even I wasn't even good with the Chicago C's. Like I'll do a straight, then I'll do another straight, and then do a straight down.
Yeah.
So I L you out, like I angle you out. But for the daycare kids, bro, this dude was 12 years old, 13 years old. And his mom was okay with it. And that's how I was getting my reps. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't charging at that time. Like, that's
Yeah.
how I was getting my reps. And as you guys can see, I got a OG pair of T outliners, and it's just got a blue case on it that I bought offline. But that's a pair of T outliners. I remember that moment, bro.
Man, that is wholesome,
I
bro.
remember that moment,
Wow. So, all right, you figured out, barbering was what you wanted to do. And now you're getting to the point where you're going to graduate high school. If you knew barbering was the way, why did you go to college?
Because I was good at engineering. So when I went to college, not college, when I went to Morton Senior High School. And when I went to Morton Senior High School, I went there my sophomore, junior, and senior year. And my junior year, I was in a program that was called Project Lead the Way. So like I had tested out of math. It was like a state standardized test or whatever, and I had passed plus the test. So the principals and those guys had a meeting for like some of the highest science and math like students in there, and it was a class called Project Lead the Way. It was the intro to just engineering, learning how to mechanical engineer, how to use AutoCAD, how to build products on a computer, extrude them, turn them into 3D models, and then eventually get to 3D printing to where you can start to build products for real. So they offered that to my mom, and my mom was like, you like math, you like science, I think you should just do it, because if you did Project Lead the Way for junior and senior year, you'll go into college with your first 12 credits already done. So my first semester in college was done before I got there.
Awesome.
And the thing is, I was never going to college for me. Remember I told you, nobody ever graduated college, but my mom and my dad, they wanted me to do college so bad. I wanted to go into the shop so bad, but they wanted me to do college. So I told myself, if I'm going to suppress myself for 4 years, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start me a YouTube. I'm going to do this engineering course. I'm going to get credits early so I can graduate early, but this is going to be my last final gift I could give my mom before I do it how I want to do it. And that's what I did. I banged out all 3 of them. So instead of hitting 2 birds with 1 stone, I hit 3.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I went above and beyond, and that's just how it was for me. Started early on college, knocked out my first semester, graduated college earlier than what I was supposed to graduate college, gave my mom her last gift, and still was able to manage and do YouTube throughout that time frame to start to build my name.
Yeah.
So I did it all.
So, all right. You just graduated college. Your 5 videos in on YouTube. You on your mom's porch talking to the camera. And you telling the camera exactly what you about to bring to YouTube. I remember this video.
Oh, dang.
What sparked that passion to start a YouTube channel?
Oh, man. So you know what? What sparked it was my sophomore year in college. I was staying on campus at Erickson Hall, and my mom was like, since you're not coming home back for Christmas, I'm gonna send you a Christmas gift early. In 2013, 14, that's when the first iPhone 5S came out, all white one, the gold circle
trim,
with the thumbprint. The first time it came out, she knew I wanted that more than everything, because I was in college cutting. That's how I was getting my books when financial aid wasn't coming through. I was already in there cutting, and I was doing well in college. Since I started off so early, I only had to go in and do prereqs because I did a lot of mandatory classes already. So I had gym, theater, classes I was easy breezy, beautiful cover girling through. I'm talking about the easiest of the easiest. She bought me that phone, and they was so hyped up about the camera. All my friends, bro, the camera look crazy. Record the camera. So one of my best friends, my first YouTube video, you could go back and find it. My first YouTube video, one of my best friends, I met him since 9. I'm like, just record me, do a quick lineup on him or whatever. I did a quick lineup on him on my phone. I threw it in something that was called iMovie. It was like a free editing
Oh
service
yeah, I grew up on iMovie.
on the
Yeah.
iPhone already. Once I put it in iMovie, I just click, like I had created a YouTube channel in college, my sophomore year, and then I'm like, you know what? Let's just post it, like how to do a lineup. I just told him, like, one of my friends, Scoob, had recorded it. My other friend, Juju, was in the chair. I was lining them up, and then I just posted it, how to do a lineup. I woke up the next day, it had like 600 views on it, and hella comments like, bro, this is crazy. Like, you super precise, this is hard. Post again, like, post again, post. That's the only thing I'm saying was post again, it's hard, or this is nice, bro. I've never seen nobody get it symmetrical. Because when I'm seeing those comments, like, I posted it, but I didn't share this on Facebook or nothing like.
Yeah.
I just woke up with 600 views. I'm like, how the
What
hell this
happened?
video get these views? So when I seen that, and I'm like, oh, okay, so they like my style, they like what I'm doing. I'm finna post with it. I got the newest phone. I could post a quick 5 to 10 minute lineup and just go from there. I wasn't doing no commentation. I wasn't really doing no beats or nothing. I would just post the video. And then once I
Raw audio.
Yeah, raw audio. No audio. Like, cause I was just muted just because everybody talking in the background and stuff. I didn't want our conversations on the thing. So I did that. But then it was a guy one day, my second video, he was like, bro, I need to understand why you doing this. I used to play the Xbox a lot. But my Xbox was USB-C. You hook it into the USB-C thing, I could talk to my friends on my Xbox. I'm like, okay, when I came in, this free scholarship gave me this Lenovo computer. What if I'm able to get a free video editing service, and it was called Movavi, that's what I used. A free editing service, and then I just plug up my mic into my computer, and then I try to talk to my Xbox mic. And it sounded terrible. Like, I sound like I was like, you know how the pilots sound when they talking to you through the...
Yeah, super staticky.
Yeah, like that's how I was sounding. But when I started doing that, like the feedback was insane. Like, bro, like, you gonna be amazing, you the GOAT, you this, you that. And I'm like, damn, like, they like it even more with the commentation. Now, granted, I was already watching my competitors. I was watching Jeezy. I was watching Bossio. I was watching Matt Gifted. Like, I was watching the people that were doing it before me. And I was seeing what I wasn't doing and what they was not showing in the videos. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. That is how the YouTube video started. Literally a simple iPhone 5S. I just told my friend to record. We recorded it. Hook up with 600 views. The rest is history.
Xbox mic.
Xbox mic.
And now
The
the
rest is-
staple of a
Yeah.
Get Beam video is the voiceover.
Yeah, it's the voiceover. We were just talking about that in at Dre house, like, but I can't wait till we get more into about YouTube. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna talk too
100%.
much.
So did you ever imagine that your YouTube channel would have the level of success it has or has?
No, because it was like, YouTube is one of the only things wholeheartedly in my life that I could say I did and just did it with no intentions. When I went to college, I got that degree. My intentions was to this be my mom's last gift and to graduate early so I could get into what I wanted to get into. That was all intent. You get what I'm saying? So college was intent. YouTube, I didn't have no intentions. I just wanted to post content that I knew nobody else was posting, and I thought I was the best at. So with that having no intentions, it grew the best.
Wow.
So I never knew that it would grow. And that's another reason why sometimes I get a little bit scared about music, because I have intention. You have to be intentional with music.
Yeah.
If I get on the mic and just say, woo wop the bam, it's gonna sound like bullshit. You get, excuse my language. Like, I'm not saying that to be funny, but artists don't make music being non-intentional, and the ones that do make music not being intentional, that music don't have a lot of replay value, and that music isn't timeless. I come from an era of music that I can play the same. I can play Take Care right now from top to bottom, and it came out 13 years ago. 14 years ago, 2011. It's 2020. I could play Take Care top to bottom. That is timeless for me. You got Carter 3, timeless. Like, if you're not intentional with the things that you do, I'm telling you, bruh, like, when you're not intentional, they grow at rates that you would never believe it. I literally had no intentions. I put nothing I put nothing on my mental, no stress. Like right now, I'm stressing about music because it has to be good because I'm already at this level doing something else. So like with YouTube was just like, F it. Record, post, don't even look at a comment. When I seen those comments of a lot of people wanting it, I didn't see negativity then. Then it came a time where I started getting negativity. I'm like, okay, cool. These are the moments. These are moments that'll let me know what I'm made of. If this one comment bothers me enough, I'm not doing something correctly, and I'm catering to the lesser. I'm catering to the minority in my comment section. When you get people that think that I'm the greatest in the world, and I know for a fact I'm not. You know what I'm saying? So,
what has been the hardest part about building a platform?
The hardest part about building a platform has been, for me, having the space to create at a high level. So for me, I've always been one of those, put the camera up, shoot, record, go home, cut it, put it out. That's how I am. I never one time in my 8 years of YouTube had a chance to creatively think besides the 2 videos where me and Jeezy went back and forth, but it was like, a planned back and forth.
Right.
But it's like, I'm going against a content creator. I have to show something that I've never showed before. I have to get in his bag to show him that if I wanted to do what you could do, I could do it.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And that's what made it very important to me. That's why, even though like me and Jeezy on opposite sides of the earth, but we got a high level of respect for each other because what he thought I couldn't do, I did. And I was doing it in a 24-hour span. I'm shooting and editing at the same time. And I'm talking about like on a Sunday, Monday in the shop with nobody there, we shooting the whole day at the shop, editing throughout the whole night in the shop. And then put the video out, then go back to the shop and do it again. And like, I'm going back and forth with him because I'm competing with a guy who got a full clip of old videos that he could just add intros and in-betweens and make it look like he just shot it.
Yeah.
Not saying that's what he was doing, because I know Jeezy is one of them guys who can shoot the same day, cut it, clip it, edit, get it out. I'm dealing with a guy who's top dog in this area. Not of the skill of barbering, but the numbers show he's top dog. I don't care what nobody say. That time frame, he was top dog. You got to get in the bag that people don't think that you got. I show these a lot. I ain't show my face. I wasn't doing none of that. I'm like, okay, cool. I know what I got to do. So it's like, in order to be in a conversation, to grow at that high level, you got to do what the best can do, but you got to mix it in with your arsenal for it to look foreign. So for me, Basio was doing voiceovers. Jeezy was doing voiceovers. All these other guys was doing voiceovers. What separated me? No disrespect to them. My beat selection is better. My commentation is better. I think naturally I have a better voice than both of them. This is not to send shots to them, but this is what I'm thinking about. When I'm doing this, I'm trying to figure out how to keep somebody in a video as long as possible without them actually having to watch the video. What is that? That's the frequency of music. So when I'm starting to have Germs sample certain beats, I'm talking about Candy Rain. I'm talking about sampling LL Cool J, Backstabbers, Earth, Wind, and Fire. I'm talking about the era and essence that I grew up in, the stuff that you hear at our family reunions. When you cut those into it with a new modern day sound of like a trap beat, but letting those hooks play in between 2 and 4 bars, I'm understanding and learning the frequency of music, but the most catchiest parts of those songs that made us fall in love with those songs. So let's just add those in, sample those in, and make the beat slow enough for me to be able to talk over. Give me 8 to 12 bar bridges in between every time the hook come, and we gonna set it up like it's an actual song. This is why people push me to do music. I didn't do music to do music. They're like, bro, this sound like you rapping.
Yeah, it does.
That's the thought process of it. That's the only thing that I thought about throughout my whole process. That's what, right now I'm infuriated, but not mad. I'm infuriated because I thought the whole time I wasn't thinking about nothing content-wise. But the music was the most thought about. The music and the commentation was the most thought about part. It's the most thought about part.
So it was intentional. It wasn't not intentional.
That was the intentional part of it, but the process of YouTube itself was never intentional. I never looked at YouTube like I didn't even know I could make money. My 4th year, I already had over 7 million views on my channel, and my channel
didn't
wasn't
monetize
monetized.
it?
No.
Oh man.
I'm telling
Yeah.
Jeezy, Bossio, they showed me how to monetize. Once I seen that you could make money off of it,
So you
the
were
game
doing it for the
changed.
love of it.
I was doing it just because, yeah, the love of it in the comments. Like, I was building community. So I
Wow.
thought it was just dope. My Instagram was growing. I started seeing myself portal all of my other social medias just through this one. So when I seen the growth of all of that, I'm like, okay, growth is enough. But I'm younger at that time, not knowing that, like, bro, you're going to have to make some money from this. You're going to have to do this. You're going to have to do that. Once they showed me how to monetize, it was up. It was over.
Yeah.
It was
I mean, the
over.
fact that you were able to do it for 4 years and not get paid, and you did it because of the game of it.
Yeah.
Do you think to grow and be a YouTuber, you have to have a level of love for it?
I think you do have to have a level of love for content creation, period, if you're going to do it. This is one of those games, if you ain't working, there's somebody out here that ain't even known that's working 1,000,000 times harder than you. And who's to say in the next 4 or 5 years that he replaced who you are? The difference between that statement, I say that statement generalized, but you get your diamonds in the roughs. Some people will call me cocky for it, but I think I'm a diamond in the rough. Like, I honestly believe I can take 3 to 4 months off YouTube, come right back, and explode again. Because I feel like that superstar vibe that you get from certain people is like, superstars are born, they're not built. You can't make somebody something they not. Even if all they seen you do was the bright lights, everybody not built for those moments. Everybody don't shine under the light like you do. So the way that I look at it is up, down, or out the game, period. If I'm locked in and I'm composed and I'm being, bro, I can skyrocket. Superstars are born, they not built, bro. I fell off on YouTube multiple times. There's been times where I did a 1,000,000 view video, didn't post for a whole year. Did a 1,000,000 view video, ain't post for 6 months. Did a 1,000,000 view video, ain't post for 3 months. And every time I come back, can do another meal. Superstars are born, they not built, bro.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, I don't think it's cocky to believe that you are a diamond in the rough. As an entrepreneur, there has to be a level of confidence that doesn't make sense to most people. Because if you're going to be successful in any business, you can't think like most people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the fact that you've been able to build what you build without intention, take 6 months off, not post for a year, why don't you make the decision to fully commit to, like, because, I mean, there's periods of time where you don't miss, it's consistent.
Yeah.
But, like, to take 4 months off, take a year off, like, why do that? Like, what's the reasoning for taking big gaps like that?
I think the reasoning for it is, it's not that I lost love for content, because I could sit down with Sean, I could sit down with Bossio, I could sit down even bouncing ideas off of Dre. There's things that I want to do in this game, and the way that YouTube used to fulfill me, it don't no more. So it's not that I don't have a love for YouTube. It's not that I forgot about my community of YouTube. I'm just not satisfied with the result. It's not views, it's not money, because if I cared about money, I would be posting nonstop. Like, I've made doctor salary on YouTube. So without even thinking about it, making money there ain't hard. Having a love for that is hard, because the older you get tired of it. Like, when you look at the Bossios, I'm not sure about Jeezy, but when I look at Bossio, this is a prime example. And this is why I'm so glad that I'm a part of the whole Tune 45 squad. Like, when you look at him, without following the 48 laws of power, one of the biggest laws that you can follow in that book is reinventing yourself. How many times have he reinvented himself? He went from a barber to entrepreneur to an innovator to a damn educational life coach now. And now building other things that are gonna be unfathomable. I don't want to get on here and spoil anything that he did until you had your conversation with him. But what I'm seeing with Bossio is he can build himself all the way up, break it down, rebuild it up in a whole nother vertical. That's what I mean when I say superstars are born. They not, they born. They not. You can't build one of those, because that's in somebody. That's in somebody. So to watch him break it down, build it up, break it down, build it up. Same thing with products. Like, so many products I've been a part of in the Tune 45, breaking it down, building it up, breaking it down, building it up, and things of that nature. I don't have a passion for YouTube as much as I used to because I like to solve problems in the industry. I like to build products. So where I'm most happy is when I'm doing stuff with the compressor, doing stuff with color, when I'm educating people about the tools, like going through the whole design process and helping create our first tool. Bro, I sit back and I look, right? You 9 years old, you watching your dad cut hair on the porch. That eventually leads to you wanting to be a barber because the reactions fulfilled you in a way. You start to cut hair. You're not good, but you start to see these reactions. Then you start to get good. Then you put a camera on it. Then you start to teach the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's levels of me going through reaching my pinnacle. And I feel like I honestly never reached my pinnacle because I don't want to say I gave I don't want to say I gave it absolutely 100%. So it's like I never reached my pinnacle, but I reached places I wasn't supposed to reach without being 100%. But when it came to product development, what things needed to feel like, how products needed to feel, how they needed to look, things of that nature, 245 gave me the opportunity to disrupt myself. When I'm saying that, when I got people like Dre who challenge every damn thing I say, I got Sean challenging, Bossio, Danny. I can't come to them without it being serious. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Having so many people make me disrupt myself and challenge myself to be better and being a part of all of the innovative tools, I started to fulfill myself there. That feels better than creating a video to me. Not saying that I don't care about YouTube because I'm actually cooking up something special for YouTube. I'm cooking up new businesses right now. But I just been zoned out in a whole different world for YouTube. It's not so much a neglection, but I think my people that follow me understand and know me that I'm always chasing something.
Yeah.
And when you a jack of all trades but a master of none, it's literally sometimes it's the biggest gift and curse. Because you could be a jack of all trades and can touch everything, but be a master of none and never go to that.
But at the same time, the ability to be self-aware enough to know that this is not fulfilling me the way it used to, so I'm going to use this energy towards something else and build that. That's an admirable thing as well, because you're not forcing yourself to stay in a place that's not authentic.
Yeah.
If you don't authentically feel fulfilled doing what you used to do, then you'd be lying to yourself. You know what I'm saying?
No, definitely.
So you pivoting to the products and the music.
The music is the most important. That's the most important.
Yeah.
To me. The products feel the best, but the music is the most important because sometimes I think of it like, bro, you 30 and the world don't even know your story. You got 580-something thousand subscribers that's vibing with you, and they don't even know you. They just know what you can do, like talent-wise.
Yeah.
They know what your hands can do when it's a haircut in front of you and you doing your thing. Like, they know what you can do in that pocket, but they don't even know. They don't even know my first damn name. You get what I'm saying?
I ain't know it till I got you on Facebook.
You get what I'm saying? So
yeah.
it's like, that's the thing, bro. I be like, imagine you dedicate yourself to a professional industry so much that it's not that you can't be your 100% self, but my persona then took over so much to where it's like my persona was really put in place to educate and innovate. Get Beam is an educator, an innovator, and that's it.
Yeah.
But who I truly am to tell my story, you'll get that when the music comes. You'll get that when I'm developing products. You get the true, most authentic version of myself because not only have my hands touched it, but I had a thorough time to sit there and break it down, rebuild it up, break it down, rebuild it up. YouTube was just go, go, go. Whether they like it, whether they don't, we just went.
Yeah.
Everything else is overly intentionally and thought out about. So you're getting the true, authentic version of myself through those. It's just taking longer because I've never been comfortable telling my story to nobody. Never been comfortable telling I don't want to share my pain with nobody else. Besides my mom, besides my sisters, besides my brothers, I don't want to share my pain with the world. You get what I'm saying? That's never how I was designed. I'm going against the way that I was designed. Like being designed like you a boy going into a young man, going into a male, like you're supposed to be tough, you're supposed to be strong. You don't get a chance to go through your motions. So when you older or you getting older in your ages, it seemed like you acting out or overly in your feelings about things that you never was able to express when you was a kid.
Yeah.
That's not to blame my parents. They did the best that they can do. But what I'm saying is I'm not ready to share something with the world that I'm just still processing at 30 years old right now.
Yeah.
Like some days it's good, some days it's bad. You get what I'm saying? I'm not ready to
100.
share me losing my brother with the world. I'm not ready to share that.
Yeah.
I only did it on this platform because this platform feel authentic, because I know who you are. I know what you're trying to accomplish in this. But also, I'm in storytelling time of my life, and so happened we wind up.
Man,
what I'm saying?
I feel grateful and honored
It's
that
dope.
you even opened up like
It's
that.
dope.
To be honest, and the truth is, man, at the end of the day, outside of work, we're human and we grow.
Yeah.
So is it to expect our work to not reflect that doesn't even
Yeah.
make sense, right?
Yeah.
So you started barbering, and then you found a love for product creation.
Yeah.
Is that why you moved to Tampa?
Yeah, I mean, yeah and no at the same time. I really moved to Tampa just to be more influenced around the guys that was around the team. Like my friends at home, even my guys in the shop, I love them to death, but none of them wanted to do nothing for the rest of their life but spin a chair. I couldn't fathom or seeing myself being 40 and 50 years old spinning a chair still. I can't see me cutting at 50 years old. I don't want to cut at 50 years old. You get what I'm saying?
I do.
It's nothing.
Oh, yeah.
It's nothing wrong with that. For barbers out there that want to still cut at 50, I've seen inspirational things where 90-year-old barbers still doing scissor cuts.
That's like
and stuff.
that old woman.
That is super
Yeah.
dope. Me personally, I wanted to use this as a vehicle to get to the next step in life. I'm one of those guys that when I get bored with something, I got to go to the next thing. And it's not that I was never bored with YouTube, but I get bored with barbering itself. You get what I'm saying? Barbering became oversaturated to me to a certain extent. It became
cool.
It became cool, but it became so cliche. It's built with a lot of fake characters, and it's not to call nobody out. But if you ever been to a barber show and just analyze who people are, then see them online, you could see who wolves in sheep clothing. I'm not I don't get on here to speak in the manner that I'm gonna speak, but Dre is one of my best people at knowing it. Dre know me better than a lot of people on the team know me. And he know for a fact. Like Basio and Sean and Dre, they some of the coolest people. They'll give everybody a chance. I'm the standoffish person because if I don't feel your vibe from the beginning, I don't want you around me. And the reason I don't want you around me because I don't want to give you the chance to potentially
Burn me.
hurt me or burn me in any type of way. And we've seen this before where Basio didn't let in people that seem cool, and I didn't have to tell them nothing about it, but I'm watching people from a distance, and then they do weird things online. I ain't never, like, the city that I come from, you mind your business, you pay attention to you and yours, and you go about your day. And that's just how I learned how to survive to get to 30 to even come out here and live the life that I'm living now. So a lot of people don't even get to make that because they in everybody's business. They around everybody. You doing business with everybody. You getting burned by everybody. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's not a way for me to live, bruh. So I'm always on defense, no matter if it's a simple conversation or not. I'm on defense for my guys because my guys are my family. Like, I'm on defense. Sometimes they got to tell me, Beam, like, bro, chill out. He just talking, bro. We just come from different areas of the world, bro.
No, I understand that,
I
though.
don't never want to be in a
that, though.
predicament where I feel like somebody just got down on me, bro. Like, I'm not letting that happen.
Yeah.
I'm not letting that happen. That's not how I maneuver. That's just not the person that I am. I watch people closely. I'm standoffish. I don't want to be friends with everybody, and I'm cool with having a family that I have family because these guys is who made me better. You get what I'm saying? I'm cool with the couple 6 to 8 people that's around me because we all elevated together. None of us ever went backwards. So if you tell me why do I need to fix something that's not broken, and that's how I look at it. My guys help me disrupt myself. I offer things back to my guys to help us develop the products and have the conversations that we have, and we all elevate at the same level. Some faster than others because everybody's road is a little bit different. But that's Beam in a nutshell, bro. Like, that's who I am.
So you speak about the team in very high regard.
Yeah.
In what way has Chris, Dre, Sean, Danny elevated you personally?
That's what I'm saying. They taught me how to disrupt myself. Me being a barber and creating content, I just thought client, set up camera, shoot, that's it. That's never it. Content creation helped me create influence. But before I knew what influence was, it was just analytics, understanding my analytics engagement. Then once I started to know, like, okay, people follow me for this reason, then I started to understand influence. Then when I understood influence, you have so much influence, we want to help you develop and build your first product. They gave me capital to build the first Beam Team compressor. That Beam Team compressor made so much money that it opened up to completely tool a version 2, to do the mats, to do the power clips that led to the pods. They allowed me to use a degree that I would have never used in my life.
Wow.
I got that electronics and computer engineer degree to never use it in my life, for it to be the last gift. And it spent the block on me 2 years after college. Like, it's time to build
One
your
of the
first
best
product.
decisions.
That's what make it crazy, right?
Yeah.
I was never gonna use it. And dealing with them, they gave me capital to use my influence to build what I was doing better than everybody, and that was color application. Why not build a wireless compressor? Why not be the first? We did it, and look how many imitators imitated it.
Yeah.
Then it's not me to get mad. I understand imitation at its biggest level. When somebody doing something, they find a new vertical, you jump on it, or you get lost. You get what I'm saying? But to open those doors up, to make color enhancement friendly, like even my own dad hated color. That's my first hater. That's me and my dad got a love-hate
It's any old
relationship.
head.
Like, I respect him because he taught me barbering, we elevated
Yeah.
together, but my dad a damn hater. I'm gonna be honest with you. My mom believed in everything that my dad wouldn't believe in. That's not the way of doing barbering. That's not old school barbering. It's not this, it's not that. But then, in the process of creating Beam Team 2, he's literally one of the main people helping me develop and draw this product. Something that you didn't want me to do, something that you thought was fake, wasn't a part of the game. And now you see it on shelves in beauty supply stores.
Wow.
That shit crazy, bro.
That is
It's
nuts,
crazy, bro. It's crazy, bro. I'm
What do you
telling
think?
you.
What is the biggest mindset shift that you had to change in order to level up, right? Because when you're born in a city like Chicago, not to say Chicago is bad, right? But when you're around a city that doesn't necessarily cultivate the mindset that an entrepreneur has. You know, how did you not conform to like a lot of the mindsets that, you know, some peers might have had?
Well, being honest with you,
Like, was there a person
my mom.
or
My
your
mom.
mom?
She
Okay.
owned her own daycare. She was the only person with her own business that I ever seen. Not only to see that you can make the money that you can make owning your own, but being able to employ others, to be able to create job opportunities for other people to thrive in the market. I think that was one of the biggest. And seeing, like, I haven't seen nobody from where I'm from outside of my mom. And my mom and my dad, they did it together. To see outside of my mom and my dad run an efficient business that actually went all the way. My mom was in daycare for over 15 years before she decided to retire, move out to Vegas, and, you know, do a thing from there. But other than that, it's like I seen that level of business. I seen how I never wanted, like, I never worked a regular job in my life before. Without even being a licensed barber as a kid, without being a licensed barber, I felt like I was a solo contractor. You get what I'm saying? I didn't want to have to come in when somebody told me to come in, allow somebody to boss me around. Like, and kudos to those who enjoy regular 9-to-5s, because it's no disrespect to them. I'm not a person that you can control, or I'm not a person that wanted to be controlled to where 8 hours of my day had to been dedicated to something that I solely didn't want to do. I wanted to have full control and creative expression over everything that I did. My mom did it with daycare because she had a passion for it. And that's what I translated in barbering, basically, for myself.
If you could give a piece of advice to the younger version of yourself, what would it be?
If I could give a piece of advice to a younger version of myself, if I could give a piece of advice to a younger version of myself, what would my advice be?
Or what would you tell them? It don't have to be advice. What would you tell them?
I tell them to go through your emotions, because pain and trauma hurt, but it builds character. And if I would have told myself that, to go through that at 18 and 19 and 20 and 21 years old, I feel like I would have got to where I'm at even quicker. And the reason that I say that is, again, I'm raised in a tough area where you just deal with it, or don't even have a chance to deal with it. Go through your emotions, because it's how it's supposed to feel. Go through pain, go through trauma, go through whatever you're going to go through whatever life is going to throw at you, because it's going to build your character. Sometimes you shelled off too much, and it took me a long time. Like, it took me a long time to get to a point to where I can voice my own opinion without exploding. Like taking anger management classes, not understanding why I am the way that I am, it's because I didn't go through those emotions. You get what I'm saying? So if older me could tell younger me something, go through and feel it, because that's how it's supposed to feel.
Was it just a natural process of aging? Was it an outside source that made you kind of self-reflect and actually deal with some of those emotions?
Well, it's the woman that I got in my life. The woman that I got in my life helped me see more. She helped peel layers that I couldn't peel myself. She helped me, you know what I'm saying? She helped me understand me in ways that I couldn't understand myself. In just simple conversation. Like, I don't give dating advice, but one of the most important things you can do as a person that's out there that's dating, male or female, deal with your past traumas before you get with somebody. Don't put your traumas on some, like, because hurt people. And we've seen amazing people try to fix other people and break themselves in the mix. You get what I'm saying? Go through what you're supposed to go through, figure it out, whether that's therapy, whether it's anger management, but go through those emotions and understand it for what it truly is. Losses are going to be losses, but losses only losses if you think of them like that. My L stand for learn. If I don't come out victorious in my situation, I learned what I did wrong. I learned what I didn't do right. You get what I'm saying? I don't look at that L as a loss. I look at it as a learning experience. And sometimes I don't win. Sometimes I don't come out victorious. But it's about communicating. Men have a hard time communicating and expressing their feelings. It's not about overly, oh, I'm hurt, I'm this, I'm that. No, voice what you don't like. Voice what you do like. Get understanding for it. A lot of people are walking around living a lavish life and don't know who the hell they are. They ain't found themselves. You get what I'm saying? And at 30, I'm not gonna say that I 100% found myself, but I'm over 80%. I know exactly who I am, how I'm gonna do it, my schedule, how I wake up every day, when I'm locked in, how to cut my switch on. I learned so much about myself through the woman that I'm dealing with. So, like, put good people around you, and good people that's gonna tell you the truth. Like, my female, not a female, like, oh, this okay. Like, no, it's not okay. You need somebody to talk to. You need this, you need that. Like, it's important to put yourself around people that's gonna help you elevate yourself. So I give all of that props to the woman that I'm with.
100. Yeah, man. I know when I got on with my wife, really was when we were dating. Obviously,
Yeah.
you know, we did some self work. But when we got married, like it really shows the flaws you got to work on.
Yeah, a lot.
I'm like, dang, I really do got trauma that I got to unwrap. You know.
Yeah.
And that's really with any relationship, friendships. I think that's why being around people that want the best for you, but also will press you on situations that just ain't right, is important.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah. That's what I try to tell people all the time. If you gonna do it, and the only way to be authentic with yourself is to, like, you ever seen somebody, and it don't have to be nobody in the industry, but have one of your friends, one of your closest guy friends or female friends, whatever, you could see they living a life as a lie, but deep down they 100% know that it's a lie. I think that's the worst feeling in the world. When I first started going to these shows, I didn't know how to deal with people. You get what I'm saying? I didn't know how to shake a lot of hands. I didn't know how to, somebody tap me, like, don't touch me. You get what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know how to, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know how to do that. And watching them and just learning regular proper etiquette and how to deal with your engagement, your influence, that even if you ain't asked for it, you built it up this way. That's how people gonna look at you. This is how you deal with people. Like Toastmasters. I didn't know how to talk. Like Danny got me into
Toastmasters?
Toastmasters. So it's basically a little program where basically you can sign up for, and they'll have like simple little meetings where they teach you how to speak in front of people.
Oh, wow.
So it's like group settings. I'm pretty sure anybody else could tell you way more than I can tell you.
Yeah,
about it.
yeah.
But I did one session of Toastmasters, and I'm like, damn, okay. So to unlock myself, I don't even look at people when I talk to them. Like if I'm in a big crowd, unless a person asks a question, I look over everybody's head. I don't see nobody but myself. Like I don't even hear people. When I'm on stage and I'm cutting, I look above everybody's head, and that's how I could do it so confidently.
Okay.
Like I look above everybody's head. I don't see no. It's just me in the game at that point. It's like Michael Jordan shooting a commercial for a Nike shoe, him dribbling, you know, tweening between the legs, spinning, dunking. Like it's just him in the game. It's dark, like a Gatorade commercial. That's how it is. Like when I'm on stage, I don't
Bro's
see
locked.
I'm
Dude, I love the way you
I'm
explain
telling you,
stuff,
bro.
bro.
I'm telling it's a different
Yeah.
mode, bro. Like it's a different mode with me that I just know how to cut a switch on. When it's game time, oh, bro. When it's game time, bro, I'm gonna do what I come out to do. I
Yeah.
can be lazy all the way up until that point, but I'm talking about when the lights is on, I walk clean through the fire, bro. I walk clean through the fire. Like that's, I'm telling you, stars are born, bro. They not. You can't build a star, bro.
Yeah.
It's either in you. You can't wear it, bro. You cannot wear it. Because if you wear it, even if you wear it, if you a wolf in sheep clothing and you wearing superstardom, when you put yourself around other stars, you're gonna look like the oddball. Cause it ain't in you, it's on you.
Man, Beam, you a star.
It ain't
You
in
a
you,
star.
it's
And,
on
you,
you,
and
bro.
honestly, bro, you're the same person online as you are in real life.
Yeah.
And I feel grateful and honored to know you, bro. Thank you for this, man.
Man, bro, I appreciate it. Anybody that's out there that's watching, I mean, bro, if y'all get a chance to watch this episode all the way through and through, hopefully you learn something about Beam. If you want to know more, just continuously follow my journey. I want to thank Dre though. Dre made this space a safe space for me to talk about past traumas, to talk about just a little bit about my life, to put myself in front of y'all in a camera in ways that other platforms they never give me the opportunity to. Just understanding and being a listening ear, I feel like I made progress personally within myself, speaking about things that I don't want to share with the world and sharing them in front of this camera. So if you had a chance to watch this video and you guys liked it, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell to get alerted when new videos come out. He got a lot of bangers on the way, and I'm just happy to be a part of the process. So I appreciate y'all.
Let's go. We cut different. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Whew.
I ain't gonna lie, that one felt good, bro.
That was dope.
Turn that part off.
That was
Hey.
dope.